going on, everybody? JT here, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon GO, and I'm back in Ueno Park because this place is amazing for multiple reasons. For one, spawns are fantastic, but also, we get elite raids in here, apparently. I find that these raids only show up in dark green patches, otherwise known as nests or parks, though sadly there's only like 3 of them here. There's these 2 right here, and then there's one really far in the distance over there in the top left there. But I am excited to do these raids, even if it is just Hoopa Unbound again. I'm hoping that they fix the radius with the extra spawns at the end, and I would really like to see a Kanto legendary bird in the wild. I think that would be super awesome, especially if we could get lucky and get a level 1 of one of those, because I would imagine that's probably one of the rarest things in the game. For a 100% IV'd Hoopa, you want to get yourself a 2289, or if it's windy weather or foggy weather, you want to get yourself a 2862. And luckily at the moment, it is windy weather, so it would be cool to get some weather boosted ones, because these will be my first ever ones, but also knowing my luck, I bet you anything, windy weather's gonna go away. But I mean, if you can see a little bit here, you know, the wind's picking up a little bit, and the raid begins, and luckily we have like 20 people in here, so it's not going to take any time at all to take this thing down. And again, you want to use bug types because it is both psychic and dark, and in barely any time at all we have taken it down. Hopefully we will see 2862, because I think we're still windy weather boosted, but let's take a look. Oh, 28 to 24. All right, well, at least it's in the 28s. And there he is, our first ever Japanese Hoopa, which is really awesome, and my first ever weather boosted one. I don't believe that these are guaranteed catches. I do think we actually have to work for these, but let's see what happens. Also, that's a terrible throw. I should probably put you guys down, but we'll see what happens. 1, 2, yeah, I thought so. Let's do another one like this, but if I start throwing really bad the entire time, I'm gonna have to like put you guys down. Yeah, ooh, well, we got an excellent on that one. I really thought we were gonna miss that for a second. And 1, 2, do another throw. That's a great throw. It's not the best, but you know, it's whatever. 1, dose. Really. Boom, another excellent curveball throw, no problem at all. 1, 2, there it is. All right, we got it. Perfect. Click. Now, I'm really excited to see what these IVs are like, even though I'm sure they're not going to be that amazing, but I'm more excited to see the spawns afterwards. But let's take a look. This is a 14, 13, 13. Might actually be my best Hoopa, to be honest with you. But now let's see those spawns. We're going to leave, and it looks like nothing has overly changed, or maybe it's about to. It did that little flash thing. But yeah, looks like a whole bunch of event spawns. Not seeing anything new on the nearby. Oh, that's exciting. Actually, no, I'm lying. There's a Wooloo right here. I mean, not the most exciting thing in the world, but I haven't seen a Wooloo in quite some time. You know what? Let's walk around and see if we can find something. Okay, this is definitely cool. There's a male Frillish here, and we're actually able to click on it. I think this would be my first ever actual encounter with a male Frillish in the wild, so that's awesome. I'm walking to the next Hoopa now, but it looks like the radius cut off around where that little area that I'm poking at right here is. So I don't really think it grew by that much, but it is what it is. We did see some interesting spawns in there, so maybe they upped that, but we'll see what this next one's like. Since we've already beat one, we might actually just get the spawns, but we'll see. Just brought down another Hoopa, and I didn't even see the CP on this thing, so let's take a look at it. Are you good? Please be good. It's a 2781. Yeah, that's gonna be really bad. But how bad? Let's find out. A 2781 is a 10, 14, 11. Wonderful. And I'm sad to say, I'm not seeing any special spawns at all. In fact, when I was walking up here, I entered the radius and was able to see stuff, and I'm sad to say it looks like there's no special spawns. I'll do a lab, but it also says I only have 21 seconds, though I should have more time since we just beat this one. Maybe it'll reset, I'm not sure. 3, 2, 1, 0, and it's gone. And do I get another one? Because I did just beat this one, or does that not work and it doesn't stack like that? Let's just exit again. Okay, there's back. All right, we got another 15 minutes. Let's search around, see if we find anything. I'm heading to this next one over here, but also look at that. A wild Dragonite and weather boosted. Pretty okay with it, and a 1649 is not too big, so we should be able to catch this, no issues. Okay, another interesting spawn over here. We got a Hisui and Quillfish. Haven't seen one of those since the whole Hisui event, so that's pretty cool. Made it to the final raid. We have our final Hoopa here for at least the 11 a.m. ones. We're still gonna do the 2 p.m. and the 5 p.m. ones, but before we check the IVs on this thing, check it out. There's a lot of people here. You might not be able to see it too well, but there's a lot of people doing this raid, and there were some decent spawns here, so this might actually be a better spot than the actual park, because there's a lot of spawns outside of the park, so there's a little bit more, and you don't have to deal with the nest spawns, which currently is Centra. But anyways, let's take a look at this. What are you? Are you going to be a good one? I really hope so. It's a 2816. All right, yeah, that's not going to be amazing. Well, we caught it on the first ball, which is nice, but again, probably not going to be amazing. What are you? Yeah, 14, 13, 12. That's all right. And I have 21 seconds left, but the raid is gone, so I would imagine that all the spawns are probably going to be gone, and I don't think it's going to reset. So it looks like I'm wrong. We actually have a Mienfoo here, which is really awesome. I did not expect to see this, and the raids are gone, so I guess this is a thing where you actually get the 15 minutes regardless of when you actually beat it. I really like that. That's amazing. This dino could be just because it's windy weather today, but it's not a green dino. Perfectly fine. We had a community day for it. Now it's time for round 2 of the Hoopas. We have 3 of them right here, though one of them kind of is in the zoo back there, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that one. And then there's one over in the corner, so hopefully we'll be able to do all 4, because I do want to get a hundo for this for the hundo decks. And of course, hopefully we will have a legendary bird spawn. The second rotation has Zapdos, the first rotation has Articuno, and the last one will have Moltres, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm happy to say that we finally were able to do the raid for like the first 5 minutes. There's just so many people around that it literally was killing the signal, but we did bring it down, so let's see if we got a good one. I actually missed the CP on this one, and it is a 2242, so that's not really that good. Again, we want an 89, and they're not weather boosted anymore, but I guess that could be a good thing, because I do want to run into a Zapdos, and I would like it not to be weather boosted, because if they're weather boosted, they can't be level 1, so that would be cool if there was a Zapdos somewhere around here. Well, upon leaving the raid, there's another Dragonite, so that's amazing, and I actually managed to click on it. I really thought I got the Alolan Raticate for a second, so that's really neat. Hopefully we can run into a bird, though, because obviously that's kind of the big thing we would like to see. Not only that, they can also be shiny, so let's try to hit this. There we go. So here's a cool spawn. We actually got a Clink right here. That's shiny, okay. We got a wild shiny Clink. All right, you know what? These remote raids aren't half bad when you have good spawns around. Admittedly, not everywhere has good spawns around the remote raids, so we're lucky in this area. There we go, we got it. I cannot believe we just got that shiny, but let's see if it turns out to be a good one. But even if not, who cares? It's a wild Clink, and actually not bad. Those are raid IVs, nice. So I saw the CP on this one, and it said 2795, which isn't good, but that is weather boosted. So is there a line that goes like halfway through this park that's basically 1/2 windy, 1/2 rainy weather? Because that would be actually very fascinating, and it's not like out of the realm of possibility. That actually happens everywhere. It's all down to the S2 cells, I want to say, so kind of cool. I got very lucky with this raid. Unfortunately, the one I wanted to go to next to the zoo was too close to a whole bunch of people that it was destroying the signal, and I couldn't do anything about it. I actually had to come all the way to the other side of the park, to the one that was in the corner, and even then I was having issues, but we did bring it down luckily, and I'm so glad that we did, because honestly, like even here it was saying cannot fetch raid details, and I thought I was going to lose this one too. And it's 2:33, so obviously I really wanted to get this done in time, and as you can see right even now, I just tried to feed a berry to this guy, and there's still connection issues, so hopefully we can catch this kind of quickly, because I want to see if there's any good spawns around here. I was able to see a Mienfoo though, that was kind of fun. We first balled it, and this one is going to be a 13, 12, 14. It is what it is. Let's just see if there's any cool spawns around us right here. There was a Mienfoo like right there before I got here, but it doesn't look like anything's too cool. And there's this on the nearby, which is kind of neat, but that's not exclusive to, you know, the spawns or anything. But let's walk around, because I should have another 15 minutes, at least hopefully. It does say 000 right now, but I just beat a raid, so it should reset. I guess we'll throw this in, even if this has nothing to do with elite raids, but you did get a shiny Swinub while walking around the park. Pretty cool, 523. And the IVs of the 523 are possibly PvP, even though it's too big for small cup. And then the incense brings in a shiny Lickitung 609 CP. Pretty cool. The Lickitung has been caught, and it is decent. Yeah, 1396, I want to say. That's not really that bad at all. And now it's time for round 3 with Hoopa. We have one raid over here that I'm probably going to be able to do, and then there's going to be one over there that I'm a little afraid to do, because that's the same corner I was having terrible issues with. The big reason is it's just such a narrow little corridor, and everybody just floods it over there, so the odds of me being able to do that one because of signal dropping is really low, but we should be able to do this one. First one was brought down very easily. I didn't see the CP, so let's see what we get from this one. I don't even know if it's still weather boosted or not, but it is weather boost. No, it's not. Okay, it's a 2242. Not the best IV, sadly, but it is what it is. I don't really get good mythicals usually ever, except for one time with, I think it was Zarude. Zarude, weirdly enough, treated me very well. And it looks like we have 2 fun spawns here. There's another Mienfoo, but there's also this guy. Oh, it's not shiny. I was really hoping this would be shiny. It has a high shiny rate. And just because we can, let's get that Mienfoo. I'm looking forward to whenever this shiny comes out, because it's a really good shiny. You've got another Clink right here. Is it shiny? No, 2 shinies in a row. I didn't think it would happen. But this one has a lower CP. It would have been so cool if we could find a level 1 of this. We're in the radius of the next one, and sure enough, there's another Dragonite here. If you like Dragonites, maybe this will be the event for you. All right, this just spawned in. Check it out. We actually got ourselves an Alolan Raichu. Again, something with a high shiny rate, and usually is exclusive to raids, so that's really cool. Plus, it's weather boosted, and I don't have a hundo, so if this turns out to be a hundo Alolan Raichu, I'll show you, but if not, I mean, obviously, just assume it was bad. Or I could just show you, seeing that it is first balled. Let's just take a look. Is it good? No, not really, but still amazing to see it. This one's gonna be our last Hoopa, and I fainted out, so I have no idea how good this one's gonna be, but let's take a look at it. I don't believe we're in a weather boosted portion over here, and it's a 2243. Okay, looks like we're not getting any good Hoopas this time around. Okay, so this is weird. I just had this really strange glitch. I threw the ball and he broke out and ran, So yeah, let's try that again. That was really, really strange. It's still a 2243 though, and I have 13 balls. Am I gonna be able to catch this or not? Boom, great curveball. Yeah, what is this? Why is it doing that? Huh, weird. Let me reset the game real quick and see if that fixes it. Game is currently being reloaded now. Hopefully we will load in with no issues, but there's not nearly as many people as there were yesterday. So there we are, we're back in this. So let's click on the raid and see if we have to go through that again, but hopefully not. Hopefully we'll just get our encounter. All right, here we go. So it looks like it's gonna show us all of our rewards yet again. Should actually been like seeing if I'm getting like these over and over again, which I highly doubt we are, but whatever. There's the Hoopa. Now let's just throw down a golden raspberry and hopefully we can catch this thing. But if not, I'd like my pass back at least. There we go, excellent. Okay, well, I guess there's really nothing I can do here. That's really strange. Pokemon couldn't be found, and is it in my inventory? It's not in my inventory. Cool, so I guess I just lose out on a Hoopa. Thank goodness this wasn't a good one, otherwise I would be actually pretty upset about this. Oh well, there's really nothing we can do about that raid. It's gone now, but there's another Hisuian Quillfish. I have like a minute left of these things, so we'll see if we can find something cool. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find anything else, but nonetheless, we found some pretty cool things in the wild, including 3 wild Dragonites. That's really cool. When it comes down to that glitch that we just saw a little bit ago, to be honest, that's not the first time I've ever seen that glitch, because I have a friend back in Florida that actually had this glitch happening to him, but we all thought it was because he had an auto catcher on, because that was the only thing that we could think of that nobody else had. But now I've experienced it, and I don't have an auto catcher on, so I don't know what caused that. I know that it took my pass because I used one of my last passes, and then I entered a raid later in the day, and I had to pay for one, so it took my pass and I didn't get the rewards or anything like that, so I don't know what to do about that. But in conclusion, do I think that this round of Elite Raids was better? Yes, pretty much. I mean, I think that the spawns were definitely better, but I'm also in a different location, you know, because last time I was in Florida doing this, so I don't know if I can accurately say if they're 100% better now than what they were, or is it just because I was in a better location than when I was the last time. But we did get to see some pretty cool stuff this time around, so good luck to all of you. Hopefully you get to see a legendary bird in the wild. That would be so cool. And also fingers crossed that you get yourself a Honda Hoopa and you don't have that wonderful glitch that happened to me. If you enjoyed today's video, and I really hope you have, please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we are getting so close. So if you haven't already subscribed and you're liking what you're seeing, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And if you're really enjoying the content, you should check out this video right here. But on that note, I hope to see you in the next one.